Welcome to the Skilled MBA Management Case Study Series. At Skilled MBA, we unpack high impact business crises to understand how leaders navigate reputational threats and restore stakeholder trust. Today's case features Wells Fargo, which in 2016 faced a massive scandal involving unauthorized customer accounts, severely damaging its credibility. Key learning points include the role of leadership under pressure, as Timothy Sloan took charge amid the crisis, crafting effective communication strategies that balance transparency, accountability, and public reassurance. Understanding how stakeholder engagement and ethical clarity are central to reputation recovery. Strategic insights into crisis response planning, brand rebuilding, and trust restoration. This case serves as a crucial example of how clear, decisive leadership and strategic communication can steer organizations through turbulent times. In 2016, Wells Fargo faced a crisis as regulators exposed a massive fraud scandal involving over 1 million unauthorized accounts. This systemic issue stemmed from intense pressure on employees to meet unrealistic sales targets. The scandal highlighted significant flaws in leadership and communication strategies, challenging the company's credibility and trustworthiness. In October 2016, Wells Fargo's fraud scandal was exposed, revealing over 1 million unauthorized accounts and credit cards. This systemic issue stemmed from intense pressure on employees to meet unrealistic sales targets. The scandal highlighted significant ethical breaches and regulatory failures within the banking sector, shaking public trust and prompting widespread scrutiny. The scale of deception was staggering, with over 1 million fake accounts opened without customer consent. This led to the termination of 185,000 employees involved in these fraudulent practices. Federal regulators imposed initial fines totaling $185 million, highlighting the severe repercussions of such unethical conduct. The scandal's exposure led to intense congressional hearings scrutinizing the misconduct. Customers, feeling betrayed, rapidly closed accounts, exacerbating the crisis. The stock price plunged 15% as investors reacted to the scandal's implications. Amidst mounting pressure, Chief Executive Officer John Stumpf resigned, marking a pivotal moment in the fallout. Timothy Sloan's leadership focused on transparent communication to rebuild trust. He prioritized addressing customer concerns, enhancing employee morale, and reassuring stakeholders. Sloan's strategy involved implementing cultural reforms and ensuring accountability, aiming to restore confidence in Wells Fargo's integrity and operations. Addressing public outrage required a delicate balance, acknowledging mistakes without defensiveness. Internally, boosting employee morale was crucial amidst cultural reforms. Externally, signaling genuine change to stakeholders was vital to maintain trust and market value. The communication strategy had to be robust, ensuring all parties felt heard and valued. Apologies alone may not suffice for Wells Fargo. A radical transparency campaign could be essential to showcase genuine organizational transformation. This approach would involve openly sharing progress and challenges, thereby rebuilding trust with stakeholders and the public. Effective crisis communication requires immediate action to mitigate reputational damage. Balancing messages is crucial, ensuring accountability while preserving stakeholder trust. Precision in timing is essential, with strategic communication tailored for diverse audiences to maintain coherence and impact. In today's 24/7 media landscape, leaders face the challenge of managing instant public judgment and the permanence of digital records. A single misstep can obliterate years of brand equity. Effective crisis communication requires agility and foresight to maintain trust and credibility amidst constant scrutiny. Crisis communication analysis involves evaluating executive messaging strategies during organizational crises. Effective stakeholder management requires balancing demands from regulators, customers, and investors. Leadership transitions necessitate managing internal and external narratives. Strategic messaging should align with values, accountability, and reform to maintain trust and credibility. Academic applications in Master of Business Administration programs focus on crisis communication, business ethics, and executive leadership. Communication studies emphasize public relations and corporate communication. Business studies explore organizational behavior and corporate governance. These courses equip students with skills to navigate complex business environments, ensuring effective stakeholder management and strategic messaging during crises. As CEO, addressing stakeholder pressures requires transparency and empathy. Acknowledge regulatory scrutiny by committing to compliance and ethical practices. Public expectations demand clear communication and accountability. Prioritize rebuilding trust through consistent actions and open dialogue, ensuring all stakeholders feel heard and valued. This approach fosters resilience and credibility in challenging times. Authenticity in leadership is crucial. Genuine accountability is more impactful than corporate jargon. Tailor communication strategies to different stakeholders for effective engagement. In crisis recovery, actions speak louder than promises. Strategic thinking, emotional intelligence, and transparency are essential in crisis communication to rebuild trust and credibility. Thank you for exploring this crisis leadership case study with Skilled MBA. We hope Wells Fargo's experience offered you practical lessons in communication strategy, ethical leadership, and corporate reputation management. Explore Skilled MBA for in-depth leadership and communication case studies. Access comprehensive resources via our website or contact us at support@skilledmba.com for personalized guidance. Enhance your skills with expert insights and practical strategies tailored to your professional growth.